Hi, this is Maginoni. Here's my reviews for Penguin, Pain and Prejudice 5 of 5, Batman and Robin 6, and Demon Knights 6. I'll do Demon Knights first because I'm going to be really quick with this one. This one, it's for me, Demon Knights is just one of those titles that it's entertaining to read, but it's not what I would consider an amazing read. Like, if, for an example, if they canceled it tomorrow, it'd be no big deal. What we have here is just basically a battle issue. For the past 3 or so issues, that's all that this thing has been doing, is just leading up to the big battle. And finally, we're going to get it this very next issue. Overall, it's decent, but not great. If somebody asked me, which books would you recommend reading, this wouldn't be on the list. Unless, of course, they're a fan of fantasy or some of these key characters in here. Overall, it's just an average book. Okay, let's go into Batman and Robin. This was actually a really entertaining read. Basically, what's going on is, if you remember, Robin goes off and joins the dark side against his father, and they give you more background as to Bruce Wayne and his training and things like that. And overall, I mean, as I was reading it, I was just like, okay, it's decent, okay, so far it's alright. But then, at the very, very end, we learned that what Robin was basically doing was setting up the situation so this way Batman could find him. And I thought that, while it was, I don't want to say it's predictable, because you knew, it was one of those things that you knew that would have to happen, like Robin would never completely turn evil. But I thought this was like an important step, because what it did was, it basically said, look, my dad and I have issues, but he's my father, and I'm not going to backstab him. I'm not going to turn away from him, and we'll just, we're just going to have to deal with it. And I thought that was like a very, very important milestone in the relationship between these two characters. Because this is the first time, I guess you can say, he pretty much acknowledged the situation, him and his father. I know there's been times where he mentions things, little bits here and there, but this is the one time where, even if you think about what was going on with Dick Grayson and how he constantly just poked at him and didn't show him any respect whatsoever, he's kind of, I think this was one of the important moments in their relationship. Overall, this was a really good read, and I cannot wait till the next issue. Okay, Penguin was awesome. This was an amazing miniseries, and I think that this is a classic example of how to do a miniseries based on a villain. The storytelling was just so well done, and the art was phenomenal. And the way the Penguin, you can tell Penguin, he just wants love, and he finally finds the girl who's blind who will, give him that love, but yet he's afraid to let her know that, he's disfigured, and he's, it was just so well done with that relationship. And, I mean, granted, it's creepy because, think about it. This guy picks up a girl, and then she's all ready to move into his house, type thing. And granted, it's creepy, but at the same time, I thought it was just really well done the way those two characters bonded. Then you have Batman floating around on the outside, tracking down like Penguin's up to get, the jewelry for the girl. And the ending was a home run. It hit on every level, and they did a fantastic job. It's basically this is the type of ending where, imagine somebody getting kicked in the nuts, and somebody then kicks the dog, the puppy, and that's basically what happens to the Penguin. And it was really good, really solid, very solid read. It's I guess you can say it's disappointing that it's done, but at the same time, this is all that really needs to be said with this story. I don't want to see the Penguin again in a miniseries. I would love to see another character done with a very similar style treatment that the Penguin got. because I think, as long as DC keeps the level of quality that they had on this book with, let's say, not even the Joker. I don't want the Joker because he's overdone. I want to see other villains like maybe Mr. Freeze or Scarecrow or Riddler or Two-Face. Somebody like one of those guys. Then that's something I'd really want to read. So I at least can say 2 good reads, and it's a decent read. Average. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. And I'll have more. I'll try to get another review or 2 up before Wednesday. So until next time.